We are in this beautiful house today located on Lake Ontario, only about 30 minutes from downtown Toronto. The view is really what drew them to this property. It had a home on it built in the early 1900s. They had hoped to be able to renovate that home and update it, and after a few years it became evident that the right approach was to rebuild. The home, while it is brand new, completed in 2022, it still really has the charm of the original homes in the area. Because they'd been planning this renovation for years, they'd thought a lot about what they wanted the interior to look and feel like. So they brought me in with the goal of bringing their vision to life and making sure that the materials we chose really flowed throughout the home and exterior furniture as well. In the front of the home, we have what really feels like a formal living room or a parlor. It's quite small and intimate, a beautiful place to sit and read a book, have a cup of tea. The wall color that we chose for the front living room is called Piedmont Gray, but if you were to walk in there, you would say it gives off like a sage green vibe. We repeated that color in the velvet of the sofas and subtle hints throughout the rest of the room. It feels very warm and encompassing, but sophisticated. After you pass the formal living room, the kitchen, while it is open concept, it also is recessed into a bit of an alcove off of the side of the house so that it's not fully in the middle of the floor plan. It is an updated country kitchen. The style of the cabinetry have a very thin rail versus a more traditional shaker. We have a soft white color on all of the cabinets and the walls of the main floor, which is Benjamin Moore White Dove. And then the island was done in a deeper blue. You'll actually notice underneath the island, instead of a traditional kick plate, there's actually a mirror that then reflects the beautiful flooring back to you, so the island appears to be floating. There's also a coffee bar built into the side of the kitchen, done in a walnut, and this allows their clients to have a permanently set up coffee and tea setup that is used multiple times throughout the day. The dining room is a real mix of old and new. The dining table was actually a vintage piece passed down to my client from her grandmother. So using that as our starting point, we didn't want the room to feel too fussy with antiques, so we had the table refinished in a dark stain, and then a console sideboard was made to match. While the light fixtures are built in the shape of a branch, they're made of crystal and metal, and they do have a fancier feel to them.
This house tour is brought to you by Signature Kitchen Suite. If you're renovating or building a kitchen, Signature Kitchen Suite offers luxury built-in appliances, featuring leading-edge technology that provides more flexibility to prepare and preserve foods in the best possible way. Like the stunning Signature Kitchen Suite 48-inch dual-fuel Pro Range, which is the first Pro Range on the market with a built-in sous vide, induction, and gas, all in one cooktop. And this incredibly quiet panel-ready dishwasher with a door that safely slides away as you open it. It also has power steam technology, which is gentle on stemware, yet tough on greasy food residue. The 48-inch built-in French door refrigerator has dual smart inverter compressors that help to minimize temperature fluctuations. A convertible drawer with 5 preset temperature zones for precise food preservation, and a dual ice maker with craft ice for the most discerning mixologist. To complete this suite of luxury appliances, the 24-inch integrated column wine refrigerator features dark opaque glass doors for UV protection, a smart inverter compressor to ward against vibration, and 3 independent temperature zones to store your favorite red, white, and sparkling varietals. Signature Kitchen Suite embraces a new generation of forward-thinking cooks, combining their passion for food with their appreciation of innovation while keeping them true to food.
The kitchen perimeter allows for bar stools to be pulled up either 2 or 4 around, great for casual dining or working from home. In addition, because our clients were on the verge of being empty nesters, they wanted a smaller sitting area for their meals. So we extended cabinetry all along the back wall in a different material. We used a beautiful walnut with a small table for 2, and flanking either side we have bar cabinets. So using the reeded glass, you're still able to tell that there's beautiful glassware back there, but simply opening them reveals a fully stocked bar, and hidden just under the counter is a bar fridge. Often clients are afraid of mixing wood tones, just like we can be afraid of mixing metals, but we really encouraged it in this home. We came across these beautiful wall sconces that are actually made from really thin slices of wood. The contrast is pretty extreme from the walnut to the floors, and I think it works very well because it's a lighter tone, yet it also repeats the materials of the wood. Off of the back of the house, we have a very large stone patio. We have a dining area, and then in front of that, we have a cozy seating area with 2 3-seater sofas, as well as 2 armchairs and a fire pit. We decided to do the cushions in a blue tweed because we can see the lake and the blue is a nice color theme to have outside, but also when you live with such a gorgeous tree canopy, you actually get quite a bit of tree debris that falls, and so it was important that we had a very resilient outdoor fabric in a darker color so that it was less maintenance for the clients. The back family room was a challenge for us because we wanted this room to feel comfortable, approachable, but it also is one of the first things you see when you look through the house from the front door. So it had to feel enclosed and tidy. And we also wanted to divide the large back room of the house into two separate areas, which then creates a tighter, smaller family room. We had two sectional sofas made specifically to fit the space. We have two small matching leather ottomans, and the built-ins on either side of the fireplace are a little bit different than what we've done before. They're asymmetrical on purpose because we wanted this room to function a variety of ways. So on the right-hand side, we have a TV, and underneath it, we have wood storage for the wood-burning fireplace. The wood storage actually has a back hatch that is accessible from the driveway, so you can load the wood in directly from outside. On the left-hand side, it's a bit more of a traditional layout of open shelving with tongue and groove back paneling, but then underneath the counter level, we created a little nook for their terrier, Lucy, and that's where you can find her most of the time, tucked in there. The main floor powder room with no natural light was a great opportunity to bring in some deep dark colors. So we have a deep gray-green paint on the walls and a wallpaper on the upper half of the walls, as well as the ceiling done in an onyx pattern. The primary suite is quite large, but also we have divided the rooms into smaller, functional, and more intimate spaces. So you first enter, you'll see a laundry room on your right that opens both to the hallway as well as to the walk-in closet, a very large walk-in closet on one side of the room, and on the other we have the primary ensuite with double vanities and a wet room with a freestanding tub and two shower sections. The materials we chose have a very natural feel. We took a darker wood tone, kind of a medium brown, similar to the walnut used on the main floor. Then inside of the wet room, we used a gray porcelain tile that had the feeling of slate, as well as an accent stone wall similar to the material used on the outside of the home. As you walk into the actual bedroom itself, you see a beautiful large king-size bed with windows overlooking the lake, and on the left a small sitting area with access to a patio as well. The color palette was very neutral with texture, so you'll notice the bed is a boucle velvet. Behind the headboard we have a natural grass cloth. The carpet itself is dappled with light and different colors, much like you would see coming through the trees. The bedspread is a textured cotton, and the side tables are done in a natural wood with large linen lamps on top. We have a full wall of windows with drapery rods that were custom built to curve around the corners, and the drapery fabric, it reminds me of eyelashes. It's an eyelet form of cotton with a really small fringe detail that repeats throughout the pattern. The sitting room gives you a view of the lake all year round. So we have a soft curved sofa with two armchairs. The armchairs are really exquisite, and we brought in another wood element with a glass-fronted wood credenza, and it is beside the fireplace column that actually extends up into the third floor. The wooden staircase from the basement to the third floor is built in a traditional craftsman style. On each landing, we actually had quite a bit of width to work with. So from the first to the second floor, we have a reading bench, and then from the second to the third floor, there's an 11-foot tall window with a settee in an ivory boucle with some very subtle wall decor and then some beautiful statement lighting. The third floor of this home is actually quite large and contains a full suite. So there is a bedroom, walk-in closet, and a bathroom, as well as another complete kitchen. This third floor area is a beautiful space for a multi-generational family where you have adult children living at home or another opportunity to entertain on the large deck overlooking the lake. As this house is a new build, it has a very large, generous basement with heated floors. An area that our client uses the most that was really important for them was a movie room. We've included traditional movie chairs, but we also added a large sectional so it can become a nice lounge area. There is another small kitchen, so you're not having to bring all your greasy popcorn bowls back upstairs. There's also room for a games table and a piano. The basement bathroom has a different feel than the other bathrooms in the rest of the house. It has more of a ski chalet feel with cedar wall paneling and a large steam shower with a bench inside. Looking back on this project as I revisit it now, I'm reminded by how many layers that we added within the home. You know, there's layers as you walk through the home, from formal to more casual. There's layers in terms of how we've used materials within each room. And it fills me with a real feeling of warmth to know that what we have created here is a family home that looks good and functions, but also gives this family a beautiful foundation on which to have their daily lives.